Om Namah Shivaya. Hi friends, how are you? In this video we are going to learn about the implantation and early development. Implantation is the attachment of the blastocyst to the endometrial surface of the uterine wall. Implantation is the attachment of blastocyst to the endometrial surface of the uterine wall. It occurs about 7 to 8 days after implantation. Implantation occurs in estrogen and progesterone primed uterus. Implantation occurs in estrogen and progesterone primed uterus. By the time the zygote develops into the blastocyst, the menstrual cycle reaches about day 21 of the normal menstrual cycle or 7th post-ovulatory day, during which the endometrium is being prepared by progesterone secreted from corpus luteum. During this period, embedded of the blastocyst into endometrium or implantation begins. Progesterone prepares the endometrium for implantation of blastocyst. The trophoblast cells are very sticky, especially at the region that overlay the inner cell mass, and this part of blastocyst adheres to the uterine wall for implantation. Implantation outside uterus leads to ectopic pregnancy. Next, mechanism of implantation. Implantation occurs due to almost simultaneous changes in blastocyst that is to be implanted and the implantation that allows endometrium that allows implantation to occur, and interaction of blastocyst with the endometrium. Next, changes in blastocyst. Enlargement of blastocyst before implantation results in rupture of zona pellucidum. The trophoblast cells are enuded and become negatively charged. This facilitates the blastocyst attachment to endometrium via surface glycoproteins. The initial contact between the blastocyst and endometrium induces rapid proliferation of trophoblast. The initial contact between blastocyst and endometrium induces rapid proliferation of blastocyst. Next, interaction of blastocyst with endometrium. The proteolytic enzyme secreted by the proteolytic enzyme secreted by the trophoblast allows the blastocyst to bury in the endometrium. Microvilli of the trophoblast cells interdissociate with endometrial cells and form junctional complexes. Change in endometrium. At the site of contact, endometrium also undergoes changes. By the influence of progesterone, endometrium undergoes decidualization. In this process, endometrial cells are hypertrophied and their glycogen and lipid content increase. The endometrium at the site of implantation is called decidua. Changes in endometrium. At the site of contact, endometrium also undergoes changes. By the influence of progesterone, endometrium undergoes decidualization. In this process, decidualization, endometrium cells are hypertrophied and their glycogen and lipid content increase. The endometrium at the site of implantation is called decidua. This is the structure of decidua. This is the compact part. And this is spongy part. This is the basal part, and this is the muscular layer. This is the muscular layer, basal, spongy and compact part. Next, as soon as the implantation is completed, The nutrient-rich endometrial cells supply the nutrient required for early growth of the embryo, which is adequate for the embryo in the first few weeks. Later, this function is taken by the placenta. As soon as the implantation is completed, the nutrient-rich endometrial cells supply the nutrients required for early growth of the embryo, which is adequate for the embryo in the first few weeks. Later, this function is taken over by the placenta. Okay. In next video, we are going to learn about the ectopic pregnancy. Okay. If you like this video, like, share and subscribe. Thank you.